everyone, I'm Hillary from the channel Fuel Your Wander, and today we've got a very exciting tour that we're going to be doing of a Newell Coach. If you don't know about Newell, they are one of the most high-end motor coaches on the market. They are absolutely amazing. So we have a special guest here with us today. This is Phil from Newell, and he's going to be showing us around. So Phil, if you want to introduce yourself to our followers.
Yes, I'm Phil Cornelius. I'm with Newell Coach Corporation out of Miami, Oklahoma. We're here down in the desert for a little while, showing the coaches, sponsoring some events. So we'll have this coach on display at different events while we're down here.
So tell us a little bit about the specs of this coach that we're going to be viewing today.
Okay, this is one of our 2024 show coaches. It was actually a show coach last year. Again, a 2024. It has a Cummins 605 horsepower engine.
Nice,
It's got
plenty of power.
Plenty of power compared to the 500 horsepower engines that you see out there. It's got the rear steerable tag, which Newell is known for. It's a beautiful coach. It was purchased last year by a couple that were building a home, and they've moved into their home, and they're going to take a pause from 35 years of RVing.
Oh, wow.
and go ahead and put it back on the market. It's a rare find because, as you may know, we're 16, 17 months out on custom orders. So to have something this new, 4,000 miles, it's an awesome coach.
So almost brand new, 2024, one owner, 4,000 miles on it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into the tour. We're gonna go quickly around and show the exterior and the basement, and then we'll go inside where I think most people are gonna just be totally blown away by the inside of this coach.
Yes, yeah.
All right, so we are on the exterior of this beautiful Newell coach, and so Phil is gonna tell us a little bit about the chassis, what makes it unique, about the slide outs, and then we'll also show the bins, which the way that they open is really cool. So Phil, I'll hand it over to you.
Okay. Yeah, with Newell, there is no middleman as far as a chassis manufacturer. We build the chassis from the ground up to be our motorhome, our motor coach. We're able to build it not only as a heavier duty chassis, but make it fit what we want it to be rather than having to build around a chassis or a bus. There's a lot of limitations that we don't have. We're able to get the flat floor slides. This is a quad slide. Still plenty of room inside, as we'll see later. The slides are smooth. You don't see any hydraulic rams. They're all electric. It's like one big drawer that goes in and out.
Every time we see one of these in an RV park, we're always just amazed by the smoothness of the slides.
Yes.
So you don't see any mechanisms. I mean, they're so seamless and they're gorgeous.
No sharp corners, no molding.
No hitting your head.
Right.
All right, so what about the bins here? How do they work?
All right, well, on the 24 model, we have the single button to open it up.
Now that is cool. So our slide out bins are just a door that swings out this way.
Right.
And what I was telling Phil the other day, what's so nice about these is in our current spot, we're kind of limited because of the landscaping. So we can't even open our doors all the way. So this is super handy.
Exactly. It folds up. You don't have anything interfering with your entertainment area. The other thing that we have, and we started this a couple of years ago, we now have the buttons on the side of the door. So all you have to do is hit that button and pull the slide out and put it back in.
That is nice.
They went ahead and got a refrigerator freezer unit that will come with this coach.
Yeah, that's really handy. And the size of the basement here is incredible. I mean, just the sheer amount of space you have vertically and horizontally that you could store so many things in there, even with the slide out tray like that.
Exactly. As you can see, they've put some things in the bay that they wanted. These can be removed. We've got a toolbox here, plenty of storage on the other side of it. Here we have our electronics bay. And this box can actually be removed so that you can access the inverters, your air supply for your valid slides.
Okay.
This has the new N1 electrical system too, so we've got resettable fuses rather than the fuses that we had in the previous models.
Okay.
And then this bay is your entertainment bay. I won't take it completely off, but you have your TV behind it.
And does that, I assume that comes out and swivels out? Oh, yeah,
yes, that'll come out. So, and the nice thing about having it down here is that instead of having it in a bay that's right here in the middle, you can have this as your entertainment area and people can look at it from a further distance.
Yeah, that's really nice. And I love the key fob and remotes on all of those. Super handy.
Yes. And the next bay is your fuel bay. You can fuel from both sides. You'll notice that we don't have a fuel fill on the outside of the coach. You do it from the inside. That keeps the fuel from coming down the side of your coach and cleans up your lines on the outside. We have 6 8D house batteries on this coach, 3 deep and 2 high, and those will slide out. We've got quick disconnect, so it's easy to change the batteries out if you needed to. And there's a feature on this one that a lot of us guys with bifocals really like. There's a camera on this bay and on the other bay So then when you're pulling up to the fuel center, you can see when you're right in front of the fuel bay.
Kris would absolutely love that, because every time we pull up in our coach, he's always like hanging out the window trying to see where the fuel insert is. So
oh yeah,
that's one of those features that Newell just like, they think about everything.
Oh yeah, well we've been at it for over 50 years, and so we've learned a lot from our clients.
All right, moving back to the back of the coach, which I know most of our male viewers are the most interested in,
right.
is what's powering this baby?
You've got the Cummins 605 horsepower engine that I mentioned earlier, but we've got some other things back here that the guys really like too. You'll notice that we've got a power washer built in.
Oh,
we've got a DI water system on the other side of the coach where you can change the filters. We've also got the ability to double your air pressure. So we've got a doubler built in so that whenever you use if you can see it over here, you can see the air hose that will go from back here to the front. You can air up your tires and double the pressure.
This thing is a beast.
It is, it is. One of the things I like to point out about the way Newell does their engine bay, I've worked for a couple of companies, and it's really hard to get this much space to work inside of an engine bay.
Yeah.
Most of the time they're very tight, but you've got a lot of room back here, and that's part of the advantage of being able to build your own chassis for serviceability.
Yeah, I love how the whole thing just opens up like this. That's awesome.
Yep. We've got a 25,000 pound towing capacity versus a 18 or a 20,000 pound towing capacity. So if you've got a big trailer that you're hauling all the toys with you, you can load it up.
All right, so moving around to the driver's side of the coach, what do we got on this side?
Okay, well, you've got where your shore cord comes in and out here. We've also got a connection to the engine battery charger, so you can charge your engine battery separately.
Oh, nice.
Just by plugging in here. We've got the charger on board, so you don't have to have a separate battery.
Okay. Now I have to say, these are some of the nicest looking of these types of bins I've ever seen.
We've got the fuel bay where you have your fuel and your def right beside each other. And again, they're accessible underneath the door. That also protects your fuel from getting siphoned out if you've got the bay door locked. And again, another camera view on this side so that you can see the pump whenever you pull up to it.
You can just feel the solidness when you close those doors.
Oh yeah,
solid doors.
This is an all metal body. A lot of people don't realize this is not fiberglass. The only fiberglass you're going to see is the front and rear caps, and then the fender wells.
Okay.
But as far as the rest of the coach, it's all metal.
Yeah.
And then this is your plumbing bay. We have the manifold here. We have the touch screen so that you can turn on the autofill, turn on some lights. We've also got your 110 volt water pump and a 12 volt backup as well. So you've got all you need here in the plumbing bay. This is a heated bay. Our tanks are 142 gallons each, both for the wastewater and the fresh water.
Wow. That's big.
And there's an option to get 180 gallons.
Wow. And for those of you that aren't as familiar with wet bays, like this is definitely the nicest one I've ever seen.
The next bay, we've got a 20 kW generator instead of like a 12K or a 15K. There's a lot that needs to be run on these coaches, and we've got a 20 kW, but we also want to make sure that it can be operated in hotter temperatures. So we've put in a larger radiator than what you'd normally find with a much larger fan to cool it. It pulls the air in from the side and blows it out over the radiator and then takes the coolant back up to the generator. We also have the DI water filters here, so that if you use your power washer, you can use the DI water as well, so you don't have the spots.
Oh, that's nice.
This is the other side of the two bays that we saw earlier.
So these pull out on either side?
They will pull out on either side. Nice. Here is the access to some of the automotive areas, and what you'll see here, 2 air pumps, not just one, but 2 air pumps, so that if one were to fail, you can simply switch it over to the other one. We also recommend that people exercise it, maybe every 6 months, switch it over and let one start operating. You've got a lot of things like doors. You've got the entry door. You've got the doors in the coach that are pneumatic, and the leveling system is all air. So you need to have a good air supply all the time. This is a 20 kW diesel generator. It's a Martin generator with a Yanmar engine. We don't have to put it on a slide out because you've got access to service it from the side. A built-in fire suppression system for the generator. Being able to build from the ground up,
you can do what you want to do.
We can do what we want to do and build around the features we want to give our clients.
Yeah, I love how the front and back open up like that. That's really great for being able to access everything. All right, and one of my favorite features about a Newell coach is the way that the door opens. It's like straight out of Star Trek. It is the coolest thing. I could stand here and push the button all day long.
One of the advantages to this door is that you don't have to open it up and worry about the wind knocking it out of your hand whenever you're coming in. It's very easy to to walk inside the coach without the door being in the way.
It's just amazing. And then you also have a doorbell, which I love.
Oh, sure.
And is that a camera so you can see who's at the door?
That's one of several camera views that we have on the coach, and we'll touch on that when we go inside. But also the steps that we have are extremely heavy duty.
They are.
You're not going to find anything like that.
Not only heavy duty, but they're wide. Like you actually do feel very stable on them, unlike most RV steps.
Right.
That's a great feature. All right, well, let's head inside and we're going to take a look at the interior of this. So we're inside the beautiful Newell Coach. We put the blinds down on this side. So in the living area, I mean, I definitely think one of the things that makes Newell so unique is the space. And you talked about that because having the custom built chassis, you guys can really innovate inside and just maximize the space. Do these slides go up and in? That's how ours work.
No, the slides are like a drawer. They never move up or down. They are just sliding in and out. And what happens, the area that I'm standing on will actually drop down from there all the way to the cabinet here, and then the slide will just come over the top of it.
Very cool.
So you don't have any of the movement up and down. It's just heavy duty bearings on each end that are suspending the slide.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I think the other amazing thing is just the space. So in our coach, if I try to walk under this, you know, we've got cabinets and things, but you can't walk under the slides here. I think the height of these is pretty amazing.
Yeah, the Newell is in some cases 10 inches taller inside. That helps it look bigger, but it also gives you a lot more storage. When you've got 10 more inches in cabinetry all the way around, you've got a lot of space.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier with why we put the blinds on, I mean, these windows here, I think this is just such a unique feature too, is having these huge windows. And when you're parked in a beautiful location like we are right now, you just really, it's like you get to bring the outside in, and it's a really cool experience. And even just simple touches like the light around the windows and the sconces on the walls and the shades and everything is just seamlessly integrated. So it feels very high end and very
absolutely custom. We actually have a feature. I won't do it now, but we do have in this coach we have the projector, and one of the. I was
going to ask where the TV was.
yeah, and so we've created even more space by not having a pop-up TV here, by creating a theater, having a screen that drops down, and having the projector here.
So we've got the couch here, we've got these two really cool Euro recliners, which I think look awesome, and then we've got the booth space here with another small TV. This, I think, is such a cool feature. So this is a wine cabinet, which is a beautiful, beautiful touch. And then, of course, we've got the cabinet for glasses up here, which even are Newell glasses. They've got the Newell logo on them. So that's a really cool touch for customers. I think that's super neat.
Try to personalize it as much as we can.
And then on this side, so we've got the kitchen, and I'm a big kitchen gal, since I do all the cooking. So this is like a dream. This is a pretty big space, and it's a nice wide countertop. But it's got all the appliances and things you need. You've got this Wolf induction cooktop, which is super nice and high-end. Love Wolf appliances. This really nice GE. Is this a convection oven combo?
Yes, it is.
And then, you know, you've got tons of drawers and storage space, and then the dishwasher. Is this, you knock this?
This is, you knock 3 times.
3 times, okay. Ours you knock once, so.
Oh, okay. And maybe it'll do once now, but it...
Yeah, this is so handy. It's funny, when we first got this in our coach, we were thinking we don't need a dishwasher of that size, but once you learn to use it, you just run it every day. It's a great feature.
Oh, yeah.
It's much more like living in a house. Really nice sink here, and just gorgeous, like the backsplash, the countertops, the lighting, everything in here is honestly just stunning. And then you've got the control panel here.
This is part of our Intrepid coach management system. There's several screens here, but I'll just go to the main screen. Like in this area, I can set for the automatic generator start. I can start the generator here. I can get my basic information regarding my electrical, how many volts we've got, how many amps we're using. All of that's right here. Then you got the lighting window, the shade screen. And then there's here where you can activate your locks. And I'll mention while I'm thinking about it, you can actually download an app on your phone so that you can control all of this remotely if you need to. Climate screen for air conditioning and heating. Then you've got your AV system controls here. You'll also have that on your iPads. There's 2 iPads so that you'll be able to do that as well. And then you have all of your camera views here that you can see. If you're laying in bed, there's another screen. You can look and see who's outside.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's amazing all the tech features in these coaches these days. I mean, they're so advanced. It's pretty incredible. Yeah. And then the other thing I want to point out in here is the ceiling. So this is another feature that I think is just really cool. The design is amazing, but it's also very functional in terms of hiding some of the things like the AC, makes that quieter and such. So it's just this really pretty design aesthetic in here that I assume is probably pretty different based on how customers want them.
Yes, we've got several different ceiling styles, and I think this might have been the first one where Amber brought this these slats through, and it really gives it a good feel and a good look. One of the things I like to point out, you can't tell, but these panels come down for easy access to your air conditioning filters.
That's really cool.
And so you'll have that throughout.
To finish up the kitchen, so we've got the built-in refrigerator here, which seamlessly integrates with the cabinets, which I, again, just think is such a cool feature. So pull this open, and you've got a really nice refrigerator, and then the drawer for the fridge here. Oh, and ice maker there, it's nice. And then the freezer down here. So
a good deep freeze too.
Yeah. I just love this. I think it's gorgeous. And I love that you don't have to have the locks on the side either, because they snap in and stay in place, which is great for travel days. And then back here, we've got just some pull-out pantry storage space, which is really, really nice to have, like you said, because you've got all that extra space. You have so much room for storage in here. So this coach has 2 bathrooms, a half bath and a full bathroom in the back. So we'll show the half bathroom first. Again, the bathroom is just beautiful. I mean, the finishes in here are absolutely incredible. It's just super convenient to have this half bathroom in here, which has a beautiful vanity. It's got a nice toilet, even equipped with a full bidet setup here, which is really nice. But this is a really cool feature that I've never seen in an RV before. So I'm in the bathroom, and if I want to close the door, there's no handles anywhere. How do I close the door? So I just hit the button, and you hear the air starting. See you in a minute. All right, now that I've got total privacy, I can hit the button again and open it up. I've never seen a bathroom in a coach that doesn't have a handle like that. That's such a cool feature. So moving back here down the hall into the bedroom. Again, another thing amazing about Newell coaches is just the space in here that you get with this bedroom. So I'm assuming this is a king size bed? It's
what we call a junior king. What we've done, we make our own mattresses actually.
Oh, do you?
And it's retracted right now. What will happen whenever people are ready to go to bed, they can hit a button and it'll come out about this far. The part that's folded up will fall back down into the well, and you'll have what we call a junior king size bed. We taper the corners so that you can get around them easier. Really Normally they would come out like this, and really most people don't need that.
More room here. And there's tons of storage around the bed here, up above. Again, with the technology, you've got all of the screens here, so you can control everything right from bed. You don't have to get up to do anything. Love that. That's really cool. And then there's another projector up here?
There is. Yeah, there's another projector for the bedroom, and that allows us to have quite a bit more storage over here. So you've got all this drawer storage in addition to your closet storage. Notice the lighted clothes bars in each closet. Again, and we'll have that in the back as well.
Nice features and details that everything's well lit. You can access everything. And when I first saw this, I was thinking that the closet space was a little bit small. And then I realized this is just like the intro closet.
Right.
We have closets in the back.
This is the husband's closet.
Yes, exactly. This would be for Chris's shirts and stuff, and mine would be in the back. So I love that. So now we'll look in the full bathroom here in the back, which again is just absolutely beautiful. So we've got the full vanity here with lots of storage space around the vanity. Got a very nice, another high-end toilet here with the bidet. I'm assuming, Phil, that this is a towel warming rack?
It is. It's a built-in towel warmer. You've got the washer and dryer over to your left.
Yeah, really nice high-end washer and dryer here. And I love the location of this in the bathroom, tucked away, out of the way. But then this closet back here is awesome because you've got all this space and it goes way back here. And it's like you said, it's got that lit bar up there, which is a super nice feature. And then you've got more drawers and stuff. And then you've got this awesome shower here, which is beautifully done. It's got the rain shower head, and it's got, the wand and stuff here, and you can see just, I'm 5'8", and this is still pretty spacious even for me. So if you're 6 foot, you still got plenty of space, but I can imagine this is quite a nice shower to just hang out. And you've got the side jets, very, very nice experience. Well, this was a fantastic tour. I have to be honest, we've never actually toured the inside of a Newell before. We've seen some of the Prevost conversions, which are really nice as well, but I have to say I just love the space and the setup of a Newell. It's absolutely beautiful. So thank you so much for giving us the full extended tour. So if anyone watching is interested in getting a coach like this, who can they contact? Just contact me, Phil Cornelius. My phone number is 1-833-MY-NEWELL, which is 1-833-696-3935. Or you can email me at phil@newellcoachsales.com. And the number one question that everybody is going to want to know, what does a coach like this list for? Well, this listed for just under $2.5 million new. That's amazing. You can definitely see the quality. It's funny because sometimes people will ask us like, how can an RV cost a couple $1 million? But I think when you understand RVs and you understand the quality and the craftsmanship and the features and all of that, it makes sense. I mean, these are totally custom and hand built, made in the US. They're pretty amazing. So definitely understand that. All right. Well, thanks, Phil. It was great meeting with you. Yes, you too, Hillary. And thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos.